two very special guests tonight. Those guests being Ryan and Suzanne from Love Spirals Downwards.
Okay, are we all here? Are you guys over there?
Let's see.
Hey,
yes, we are.
Looks like it's working. Okay, well, sorry about that. It's amateur radio, and that's what makes it wonderful here on KUCI. No, anyway, let's see. All right. Okay, that was another song from Love Spirals Downwards. You heard right there from the new album Ever out on Project Records. And with me right here now, as opposed to the other studio they were in, are Ryan and Suzanne from... okay, do you mind it being called LSD for short, or... Okay, there it is. It just, well, you did that one track and things like that, so... Okay, anyway, hi guys. Let's see, Suzanne, I guess I'll have to ask you the first question, because I never talked to you before, so things like, interview-wise and things like that, so okay, well, let's see. So I've heard from Ryan about, like, working on the new album and trying to see it as, like, maybe sort of a change from the past and trying to experiment more with stuff, electronics and things like that. As the singer, what did you try to do different on the new album, trying to do stuff in the past? Were you consciously aiming for anything or not, or?
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I ever aim for anything. I just see what comes out, but the only aim is to do something sort of different, I mean, to try and at least make it feel different. I don't know if I don't necessarily make something be different, like consciously try to be different, I guess is what I'm trying to, I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh, well, yeah, I've heard stranger explanations, so.
I lost her.
Okay, there's the truth. We now get
maybe it's because I don't think about this stuff very much, so.
Okay, well, all right. Well, here's a question. All right, let me ask a dull question, but one I'm interested in for you, Suzanne, and that is...
Ask me a simple one, because I'm really stupid.
Okay, a simple question it is. Who are your influences, singing or lyrically?
Oh.
Or that's not so simple. Never mind, cancel.
Oh, she's just she's just a little slow in thinking right now. I think she hasn't eaten all night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't have any food tonight yet. So
terrible.
I'm kinda hungry.
I know the feeling, actually. So.
And Ryan wouldn't let me stop, so.
Well, we would have gotten here about
But my
half hour
influences, I don't know. I don't really... I think that's the kind of question that everyone always asks me, and I'm, like, determined not to answer it, so I just, think of something else to say, but...
John Cougar.
I do like John Cougar Mellencamp.
Yes.
I like Tori Amos.
Okay.
I like Deck and Dance. I used to like the Cocteau Twins.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But I don't know if I have influences. I mean, when I listen to something, I don't think, okay, how will this influence me? I mean, I definitely have things I listen to because I like music.
Mm-hmm.
But, a lot of people, I think, pick out a vocalist and they try to sound like them. And when you say influences, to me, that's what I think of.
Okay. Well, how about then maybe lyrically instead and things like that? Because I understand you compose the bulk of the lyrics, things like that. Are there any particular, say, writers or things like that, or is it just something that sort of it happens, or?
That just happens too. I mean, I don't read maybe as much as I wish I did or would like to. I'm not as good about finishing all those books.
You're still learning.
Yeah, I started to sound out some of those words, but.
Okay then.
No, but the lyrics, if you're talking about the lyrics in the songs, they have nothing to do with any writers or any poetry or any of that. I mean, that just all, except for stuff that subconsciously influences me by
I've
writing.
seen her do it, too. It's really weird. It's spontaneous prose.
Wow. Instant writing. So, okay, let's see. You're wearing Ryan's wearing his special, purple. I should sound like a first thing. Special, purple indigo from across this great land, the Project Festival.
Hey, do you have two of those or?
I have like 3 or 4 of them.
You're like, oh, okay, good, because you've been wearing that for a while. Really, I was reading
Secrets
it.
out, anyway. So
because it was sitting behind me and I was reading it, and I thought, oh, let's look at this. Let's just say.
Well, it is the same one though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, let's see. And to explain what it is, the Project Festival, Project, of course, being the band's label, had a big old get-together in Chicago earlier this year where a lot of the acts on the label got to perform in a series of shows, or a big show, I'm not sure which. How did that, I guess related to that, one, how did it go? And two, how do you see yourself, I mean, there is this label of, a project-style band, and immediate assumptions thereupon and things like that. How do you deal?
Well, go ahead. You like to answer those types of questions.
Well, I'm afraid I'll put my foot in my mouth one day.
What did you say on the drive over here?
That
Guilt by association.
Harsh, unyielding, but
well, guilt's strong,
Harsh,
but
unruly.
it's just association
Necessary.
kind of thing. Yeah, I think project does, as you said, kind of carries a certain kind of implication about what kind of sound it is, and I don't know what kind of sound it is. I think all the adjectives you hear about project probably best describe the owner, Sam Rosenthal's band, Black Tape Fruit, Blue Girl, but don't necessarily describe us and a lot of others all that well.
Mm-hmm.
And also implications like that it's never good, or assumptions like that. It's just never good for any band, I think. Well, maybe it is in some cases because they figure it gets somebody to be buying your stuff because you're in a certain genre. But, that's how you start getting into being pigeonholed and only appearing in certain magazines and only having certain kind of people wear certain kind of clothes that, walk around and ask for your autograph or whatever. So, that's never...
Let me guess, they have dark hair up to here, and they're always wearing...
Yeah. Well, and nothing against that. But everybody should feel welcome, and in some cases, people feel excluded, if you can't look a certain way.
Right.
And that's never good. So, and it's interesting, too, in that... now I'm really babbling about it, but
there's a certain vibe at the Project Festival. Even we kind of felt it. I don't think people realize we're the artists. When I walked out on stage, I had this really trippy shirt on, and people laughed at me from the front.
Yeah, it was orange because it has orange and it has like amoeba-like creatures all over
Very
it with rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got up there, and the people started laughing at him. And the interesting thing about that is that. Here's people who thrive off of being different, but when they get in a group where they're all, the same, and they see something that truly is different in that context, because being different is only contextual, right? Then they attack it. Fascinating. And I think not only fascinating, but juvenile and just stupid.
Pretty true. Yeah, Dan, I can see you back there, Dan. You're just going... It's quite true, but let's see. Let's not dwell on it too much. Let's see.
Anyways, on a lighter note.
On a happier note, things like that. Okay, I understand when talking to Ryan in an earlier interview I did that you prefer just doing the acoustic when you perform. It's just an acoustic setup, pretty much similar to this. Is it true or not? Or
I don't know if it's preferred. It's the only way we've done it, and I think so far it's probably the best option we have. I have been thinking about next year. Combining, like doing maybe half of our set all acoustic and the other half bringing more electronic stuff out, our samplers and stuff, and seeing how that goes. More like, more groovy, dancey kind of stuff, and our acoustic folk stuff. Who knows, though? That's just a thought I've had.
Okay.
But I'm getting tired of doing our sets in the same way we've been doing it. We have to do something. We got to come up with something new.
Exploding flash pots.
Like...
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you. Hi. You could. Stranger things have happened. No, let's see. But something different then, just to try to.
Yeah, I agree with her. We haven't played that many times, maybe a dozen or so times live. But yeah, after you play the same song night after night or show after show, it kind of loses its charm a little bit.
That's why the Grateful Dead stopped doing all those the favorites.
I was about to say, the Grateful Dead stopped because weren't there other reasons? But okay, so the point is taken. So for you, the idea of just going out and from spot to spot to spot to spot just would not. Just doing the same set over and over again would just be like equivalent to artistic suicide. Or
well, I'll tell you, it's not only time and time again, but we've been performing the same set over about a year and a half's time. So it's the time, I think, that's a factor, not really the number of times you do the show, but the time that the show is emotionally or mentally with you, because it's with us, that same show over and over. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what tires you. I don't think it's if we did it successively and 30 nights, 30 times, I think it wouldn't be as cumbersome. But,
right.
So it's interesting,
Okay.
And
yes,
hey? I mean, it's weird being,
Right. Let's see.
Go
Okay.
ahead,
Okay. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. Time is actually about up, and writers should be kicking in here, so I won't keep you too much longer. Well, I'll just leave up then with a final question. Just there's someone knocking at the chamber door. No, the Raven cannot come in. So anyway, go.
Especially that Raven.
It's looking dangerous out there. But anyway, in the earlier interview that I'd done with Ryan, he had mentioned about we're starting to record more stuff, things like that. You mentioned doing some recording and things earlier today. What is next? What are you doing this time? What's happening? So
I don't know what's happening next. I can tell you what's happening now. I've been making a lot more electronic kind of
visionary.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of like you. Your lyrics just kind of happen. My music kind of happens. It's nothing planned. I've been making more dancey type stuff. Little stuff with jungle or ambient groove type rhythms.
Well, another thing that we did was we recently did some stuff with the band Eden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that band?
Yeah. Wait a minute, did you like these guys or what?
Yeah, I know them now. Yeah.
Well, if you didn't know them, now you do.
Yeah.
All their no.
He just chants hey all the time.
I suffice to say I do know the band, yes. And
So we just did something with them.
He came out this summer, partly for the Project Festival, and then he came to Los Angeles afterwards and stayed with us for about 2 weeks, for better or for worse. And we recorded about 5 or 6 songs. No, I mean, no, we love Sean. No, it was just, it was a long time to have a guest in our little apartment.
Yeah.
But it was cool. We had a good time. Took him to Disneyland and tried to find him Jim Morrison's place and all this stuff.
Yeah, the full-on tour. Things like that. But so that's on tap, and there's otherwise it'll just sort of as it happens.
Yeah, I mean those are 2 different things. Though the thing we did with Sean will be a whole other project, assuming we never finish it. Yeah, Sean of Eden.
Yeah.
And then the electronic stuff. We'll see what happens with that. We're thinking about next year releasing one more CD single, and there should be more of our more dancey ambient stuff on as far as being on there. Unreleased songs.
Okay.
Huh? So don't point at me. I know you guys got a show.
It's time to go.
I know. It's obvious.
Oh, he says take our time because, my
Yeah,
stomach's
see,
growling.
and you're making me nervous for no reason now. I'm like, trying to rush, and you're giving me these dirty looks.
Okay, just ignore it.
The dirty looks happen, things like that. Well, I've got people giving me cryptic expressions and. Okay, well, okay, all right. There are more time for more questions then. Okay, question from the audience. You want to talk into the?
How did it come about that you were put on the 50 Years of Sunshine compilation? Is that because of your name, or did you actually? I mean, what was your guys' thought on being on an LSD tribute compilation?
Well, how we got on it, and what do we think of it? How we got on it had partly to do with the name, but other bands on Project were asked. I think one other one was. But how do we feel about it? I thought it was great. I thought it was. In fact, I think that's the favorite compilation that we've done. What do you think, Suzanne? Huh?
Well, I think that, if they ask you to do a compilation and you don't have any reasons not to do it, you should do it. I mean, I think a lot of people assumed that, maybe we were these big drug takers and maybe we are, maybe we're not,
We're not saying.
So, yeah, because we might want to be in the FBI.
Yeah, she wants to work for the FBI.
So,
she doesn't want to dig her grave right now.
No, I'm not.
Agent Scully, we've got a new assistant.
No, but I don't know. Some people think that or sometimes people think when they listen to our music they should take drugs or something, or maybe that's what the statement is. Like, people have all kinds of crazy ideas. You never know what people are thinking. But we had no reason to say no, and we knew Silent Records at the time. We respected them at the time, and now
the time.
we don't. That is the insinuation.
I still like their stuff.
We can trash whatever we want. We're free.
No, I thought they're still.
Oh, did he finally? Good.
We're understanding, since if you didn't hear that apparently Kim Cascone, or is that his name, or things like that, is now out of business. And for some of this, well, all right, we got mixed expressions here of glee and not glee, so.
Yeah, he had some good stuff. But
Yeah, but our choice of band name didn't necessarily follow from us wanting to associate ourselves with the drug. We were aware of that abbreviated in LSD at the time.
I don't know if you know, but it was LSU. It was Love Spirals Upwards, but
for about 2 days.
Right.
It's hard to think of a band name. We had to think of one rather quickly to send our demo tape out. We just should have sent it out as Ryan and Suzanne. Or Suzanne and Ryan, whatever.
Nicely simple. Okay, now a real final question here, and then I'll just wrap it up here, and that's simply this then. I have now learned over the past hour and things like that you are some of the more interestingly happy and giddy people around here, and that's really cool and things like that. So, and that's the nice thing. But the thing that's interesting, of course, is that your music, while not supposed to be something you just record, always in serious things like that, has this very deep emotional zit and things like that. Something that's almost not quite at odds with the almost your focus. So it's something that's almost right there. How do you regard the impact of your own music? Do you feel it's something like that? How do you just sit back and reflect on is there the emotional investment possibly or not? Or am I talking the blue here? So how would you?
I'm not sure if I understand.
It's
no, I do. I understand.
You're smarter than me tonight.
It's
usually the other way around.
I'm not going there.
I have my good answer too. Now, I mean, for me, I compartmentalize my music. It's sort of emotionally. I mean, it's not. It's something that I do as a hobby and a side thing, and I don't really mix it with my life. And even my everyday emotions, I don't think I mix it with very much. But every so often, I think it kind of seeps in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because it kind of truthfully makes me uncomfortable. I think, oh God. And in some ways, I think, oh, it's kind of sappy to sort of, and too expressionistic to put your life in your music like that. And I always wonder, how, maybe that makes a good writer or a good artist too. But, I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't really fully sorted out all that, So, and as far as its effect on other people, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think mostly people think of it as sort of sad and mostly sad.
Really?
I think that's what people and happy. Well, sad and happy both. It depends on the song, I guess.
I usually hear beautiful.
I mean, melancholy and beautiful. I guess I hear both. I don't know. It's definitely not angry.
No. We are not talking, 8,000 beats per minute. You're yeah.
It's definitely not, crash your car music or anything. It's kind of more soar off a cliff, maybe. I don't know.
I guess it shows, if anything, we're healthy people. We can be happy and giddy as we usually are, and still make something. At least for me, I don't know how you feel about it. It's kind of a very powerful, spiritually moving kind of experience. I mean, the kind of music I like to listen to, and the kind of stuff I make.
Uplifting, yeah. It's kind of uplifting.
Very good. Okay, well, I don't want to keep things going too much further here, so we'll just wrap it up. So anyway, thanks to you both very much.
Thanks a lot for having us here, Ned.
Thanks for having us.
Hey.
Thanks for people who are listening. Thanks for listening.
For all you people with computers, find us on the web.
Yeah.
We have our own cool website at www.project, spelled with a K.com.
Yeah, and then it's I think it's and then /spirals. Is that where it goes?
You'll find us from there. You just click bands and you'll find us.
I just wanted to make a couple quick announcements. I was just reading the back of Ryan's shirt, and I noticed it said Steve Roach for Project Records, and I wanted to announce that he's performing Saturday and Sunday night. Right? Oh, is it tonight and Sunday night? Anyway, call the Living Planet in Long Beach. You can call the 310... Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting mixed up. It used to be in Long Beach, and then it moved to Santa Monica. You can call 310-555-1212 and ask them for the number for Living Planet. Same place that Robert Rich performed his sleep concert last weekend. If you got a chance to check that out, then you're probably just as happy about it as I am. And enjoy Steve Roach for me if you do go. I have other things I have to take care of this weekend. Thanks for listening very much. Thanks to you guys for coming up. And also, I'm sorry.
I was also going to plug Steve Roach. Even if you don't know who he is, I saw him for the first time in June, and he completely blew my mind. And I'm hoping to have the same thing happen tomorrow night.
See, that's great. Living Planet has definitely, in the past, you might have seen them when they were in Long Beach. They've gotten some pretty incredible shows coming through. I saw Stephen Kent out there. Robert Rich, and now Steve Roach, and unfortunately I'm going to have to miss this one, so I do hope again that some of you will go and enjoy it for me. Also, next week on the program, unfortunately I think I'm being preempted by basketball, but for the first half an hour I'm going to play some of the new Nurse with Moon CD, which kind of has a connection, and that they were also on the 50 Years of Sunshine compilation, the tribute to LSD that everyone was just discussing, so... Anyway, there you go. Thanks for listening, and thank you guys very, very much.